Okay, Sunday, 18th of May, 2025. So Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Study Sunday. Be smart. Know when to go to war. Both figuratively, know when and how to go to war. Both figuratively and in some cases literally. But there was a video game I played a long time ago, Kingdom Under Fire Heroes, and there was one character interacting with another character, and this character said about this battle, was worried that the other character had bitten off more than he could chew, and this one was worried even for him and his abilities. But this character, this is Lionheart, this is Rainier, he said, "I don't start a fight, I know I can't win. I don't start a fight, I know I can't win." That's quite powerful words. I don't start a fight, I know I can't win. And I remember that 18 or so years later. When we go to war, figuratively speaking, we need to know if it's worth it. Start something, do something, build something, or make a change, make an endeavour, something big, a grand change, a big effort, a campaign in some sort. We need to think carefully about pros and cons. Is the outcome better, marginally, or substantially better than the status quo right now? Very important. And to go further to say, how do we quantify, measure and value success? How do we measure it? How do we know when we've achieved success? Quantitatively and qualitatively. The better we can define and measure that success, the end result, no matter what endeavour we are doing, we're saying war in a dramatic way, the better, because we then know when to stop. We then know how to escalate it, into what direction, and when to stop. Knowing what to do, what the limit is. No more of this, no more of that. That's powerful. Because then when we endeavour to do something, we know exactly, like precision, like a surgeon almost, is exactly that. Not more, not less. You want this particular outcome, the right amount of effort needed, the minimum needed to achieve that. That's very important. So we need to know what we're doing and why, and how to achieve it. Very important. We don't want to start fights, figuratively speaking, metaphorically speaking, that we shouldn't need to, or that are pointless. There's no real tangible outcome. There's no real benefit to. We don't want to be aggressive for no reason, especially if it isn't towards the goal. If it's pointless and just makes us run in circles. We have to know what we're fighting for, and like the character, we have to know when it's a fight we can win. Again, both literally, figuratively, metaphorically, financially, spiritually, you name it. That's powerful. Very important. Very important. I've been listening to an interesting podcast recently, and the host in there has mentioned a handful of times in different episodes here and there that he started a lot of fights. I'm guessing arguments as well, and physical fights, decades ago. In the 1980s. And he regrets it. He laments it even today. That's powerful. Very interesting stuff. Yeah. So we need to avoid it. Know what we're fighting for. Be very, very clear. And how do you define victory? Yeah, very important. Just the minimum needed. One thing I picked up years ago from one of Tim Ferriss's books, 4-Hour Body, is that if the target is this, we need to exert just the right minimum amount of energy to achieve that. Any more is excessive. Any less, and we're diminishing the goal. Very important. Yeah. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more. You will see me tomorrow.